Welcome everybody. Again, another live session from Robust Study. So the intent of these live sessions are to get you ready for the upcoming board exam 2021. Uh, so after long time, we are getting good news is now is coming around. So I have already discussed with you acid chemical equation chapter 1, and I hope uh, it would be fine with you all. Okay, so keep watching entire videos end to end. So the focus would be giving you heads up to all the chapters we have learned. So we'll be focusing only on the syllabus being asked this time. Okay, and I hope you guys uh, read these chapters along with the videos, and make sure that watch this video 2-3 times at least. Okay, so let's not waste a lot of time and switch over to the topic. So as I said, we are going to discuss on acid, base and salt chapter. This is a huge chapter, as you know, and okay, so we'll take acid and maybe a multiple parts we will do. Okay, let's whatever I can cover in the first class today. So I'll cover all the important topics which is important this time. They're going to ask a lot of questions from uh, objectives also. So आपको ध्यान रखना है सब कुछ, हाँ. Okay, so this is the acid, base and salt. The classification mostly based on the chemical substance, and this is the another classification the way we said, and this classifications are basically happening uh, with the two types of the compound which is found. One is called organic compound and the other is the inorganic compound. So the organic compounds are the compounds which are found in nature. Okay, so which is animal and plants. Okay, and another one is the inorganic compound. So what are the inorganic compound? The inorganic compounds are the compound which are basically uh, found in the minerals and the rocks. Okay, so there's a two main source of most of the chemical substance. I could say these are the sources of chemical substance, and acid, base, salt is the classification. So and this classification is happening on the broadly on the basis of test. Fine. Okay, now let's as I said, this is going to be very revision exercise, so we'll not get into the definition and all. So acid, what is acid? Acids are the basically substance which are sour in taste. Okay, so substance which are in sour in taste are called as the acid substance. So if you say the example around you, you will have lemon. Okay, you have tomato, vinegar. Okay, so these are the n number of example you will find. Okay, and you must have read through the chapter. Okay, and what are the base? The base, those are bitter in taste. So जिनका taste bitter होता है. Okay, and probably when you swallow while taking bath some of the soap water, you find some bitter taste, and that is nothing but is the base. Okay, इसीलिए बोलते हैं कि don't it will disbalance your pH. Okay, So where what are these examples are? Examples are washing soda, okay, and baking soda, etc. Okay, so these are washing soda, these are baking soda. Fine. Okay, now what are the salts? The salts are, they are unlike acids and base. Okay, so they are not basically which are sour and bitter in taste, but this compound are formed, their salt is formed when 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 we mix, when this acid and base reacts. Okay, they form from acid and base. Fine. Okay, so these are the basically three measure. Now as I said, this is going to be a little bigger chapter, so I'll be focusing more on the acid on this particular live session. So acid, so how we basically distinguish acid, base and salt. हमें तो समझ में आ गया, these are bases on the taste. एक sour है, खट्टा है, another is the bitter, कड़वा, and the third one is the which is formed by the reaction of acid and base. Okay, so there are the some scientific way how do we basically conform, okay, substance which based on the some testing. और इस टेस्ट को हम क्या बोलते हैं? दिस टेस्ट आर basically indicators. These are the indicators. Okay, so like thermometer, you when you fall sick and you want to measure your temperature, you use basically thermometer, and thermometer, the Hg, the para, basically the mercury, basically that shows you the what the temperature of your body. Now similarly, here it is not the temperature, rather basically some indicators are there. Okay, there are the two types of indicator. One is called indicator which is based on color. Okay, so these indicators जो color show करते हैं, they basically indicate different color for acid and different color for base. Similarly, the other one is the order. Okay, so how it smell? Okay, so this is the other indicator. This is also known as olfactory indicator. Now let's see, we'll talk in detail about the first one. Okay, so the first one, what we said, first one is said the indicator showing different color in acid and base are, there are three known indicator. Okay, so the colored base indicator are colored base indicators shows different color for acid and base. They are not same. Okay, so and of course salt we will later. So first one is in this category is litmus. You heard about the litmus paper? So litmus paper, basically they are the natural indicator. So these are the natural indicator, and these indicators are found in the plants. Okay, and third next indicator is your phenolphthalein, and third one is methyl orange. So methyl orange and the phenolphthalein, orange and the phenolphthaleins, these two are synthetic indicators. Okay, so methyl orange and these are the synthetic indicators, and they are synthesized. Okay, these are synthesized in laboratory. Okay, so basically they are formed, उन्हें बनाया जाता है industry में, because like we have lot of chemical substance we use for making different food items, medicines and all. So before is using it, we in the multiple stages we test whether it is acid, base or salt. And of course we cannot depending upon the litmus, because there is a limitation of the plant which is found in the nature. So we and that's why the scientists, they have come about the another option, which is synthetic indicator, and these indicators are the methyl orange and phenolphthalein. Okay, now let's see how methyl orange or litmus and phenolphthalein behave. Okay, so what happened with the litmus? Okay, litmus. Okay, so what happened? So the litmus paper is basically is a, what is a purple color dye extract from the license. What is litmus? I'll tell you here. It is the basically purple color. Original is the purple color dye. Okay, which is extracted from a plant called lichen. Okay, so we get it. यहाँ से हमें मिलता. Okay, and what it does basically, it turns basically red. It turns red when we put into acid. Okay, it turns red into acidic solution and turns blue in case of basic solution. Okay, so the important points to be remember in case of litmus, क्या important points है? The important, it is the purple in color, purple color dye extracted from the lichen plant. Okay, and this is a red, है ना? Red, it turns red when we put it in the acidic solution, or blue हो जाता है when we put into the basic solution. So this is the first one, A. Now the B is your phenolphthalein and your methyl orange. Okay, so like on an acidic substance which turns blue basically, in this category, in the acidic substance turning blue litmus solution into red, like your vinegar, lemon, है ना, यहाँ पर ही this is vinegar, lemon. Okay, and here you will get baking soda, and then bitter gourd. We will do some हम करेंगे NCERT and will revise. Okay, we have time now until March. Every day I'll revise some session for you, and log in during this time only, or you can see my video later on in the channel. Okay, now so these are the indicators. Now few indicators, the color of some natural indicators apart from the phenolphthalein, so they turn basically red and okay. So how the other part, before I'll tell to the natural, so I have missed this one. So how the phenolphthalein and methyl orange, how they behave. Okay, so I'm making one small table, and this table will basically, this will help you to understand. Okay, so three data I'm giving you. Okay, one is color in the neutral solution. Now color in acidic, and this is in base. Okay, so phenolphthalein का जो color natural solution में होता है, अगर is a neutral solution, it is neither acid nor base, then it will be the colorless. Okay, so and is again colorless in case of acidic, but it turns pink in case of basic solution. Okay, methyl orange is orange in color when solution is neutral, red when it is acid, and it turns yellow, okay, when it is base. Okay, so हमने आपको ये दो चीज बता दिया. Now few natural indicators other than litmus इस कैटेगरी में आता है. Your red cabbage, okay, extract मतलब उसको we take out the juice out of dye, make a dye and use of that. Okay, and then some other hydrangea plant is there. Okay, so hydrangea plant extract. So these are also the natural indicators. Okay, so these are used. Okay, but they behave little differently. So if you want me to give you a table, so let me tell you, this is important. तो natural indicators हमने आपको क्या क्या बताए? I told you litmus, okay, then I told you red cabbage extract, and then I told you hydrangea extract. Okay, now neutral solution. Hope you understand the solution short form: acidic solution and basic solution. Okay, so how the color differs in the three different, these are the natural indicators. Okay, so litmus में what happened, it is purple is a purple in color. Okay, the litmus paper purple in the neutral solution. It turns red, ये red में convert हो जाता, turns हो जाता है. Okay, जब ये acidic में डालते हैं, and it turns blue in case of basic. Okay, now red cabbage, it is red, still red, and it's become green in case of basis. Okay, and hydrangea जो extract है, is remain blue, is blue in neutral solution, because means blue उसका अपना base original color है. It turns blue, it remains blue and turns pink. Okay, so ये table आप याद रखें, that's very important, because this year a lot of question will come from this one. Now other natural indicator is haldi, which is called turmeric powder. Correct, turmeric haldi we use in our home kitchen में. Your mother must be using this one, putting into the food. That's our very well-known spices, okay, which use. Okay, so this can be used to test, basic solution. Okay, can be acid, can be used. Okay, so how we can use this one? So basic solution may, when we put into the basic solution, so it turns yellow turmeric into bile. So yellow, it is originally yellow in color, yellow turmeric turns into brown color. Okay, I hope it is very much clear, right? I hope. Okay, now, but what happen when is become brown? You have seen, so जब भी कपड़ा में अगर हल्दी लग जाए, and when you put into the soap, so soap is basically nothing but it is what? It is base. Okay, so like washing powder में ये क्या हो जाता है? It's convert, is the color change. Okay, so this is another natural indicator is there. Okay, now as I said, on the basis of color, so far we have discussed, हमने discuss क्या किया? on the basis color के basis पे, on the basis of color. Okay, now we will discuss on the basis of order. Okay, so on the color in basis of order. So how is, so we have three. One is called onion order cloth strip. Okay, so इसको हम लोग we also call as a olfactory indicator. Okay, so जो onion cloth होता है ना, number one, let's see the onion ordered cloth strip. अगर onion को के जूस को किसी cloth में ordered cloth strip may, when I put some dilute HCl, okay, dilute HCl डालते हैं, so what happened basically, we observed that the smell in the acidic medium completely destroy, okay, but in the basis, okay, it's remain there. Okay, huh? So when rinse them with the water, we observe that the characters is gone. Now second is the vanilla essence. Vanilla essence is very important. जितने भी आइसक्रीम्स बनते हैं, they all use. Okay, so vanilla retains its smell in acidic. It's retain its smell in acidic. But what? But it's loses its when, but loses in case of base. Okay, fine. And similarly the third one is the clove oil. And clove oil का भी behavior ही ऐसा ही होता है, it is same. Okay, now we saw the indicators. Okay, now we are coming to the very important part, which is very important, and that important part is basically general characteristics or the property of acid. Okay, so यहाँ पर ही हम लोग सारे कुछ देखेंगे. So now the less important part is general characteristics of acid. Okay, so हमने क्या क्या देखा था पहले? What we saw, it is Shorin test. Okay, now second is action on litmus paper. Okay, turns blue, turns red. Okay, litmus turns red when we put into the acidic solution. Okay, methyl orange we they said. Now methyl orange में, this is the natural, and methyl orange के केस में क्या होता है? Turns red. Okay, methyl orange turns red. Okay, now the another very important property, most of the acid are, all the acids are corrosive in nature. Corrosive in nature का क्या मतलब है? It means that it takes away the layer, and moreover it gives the burning sensation. जलने की आपको एहसास देता है. When God forbid don't play with the acid, but if ever you by chance come across, आप देखोगे कि it is basically giving very bonding sources. Okay, now these are the general characteristics we must remember. Now from this point, uh, please pay attention. This is a very important aspect. So how it's react? What is its reaction with metal? With metal. Okay, its reaction with metals. Okay, its reaction with metals. So when the acid react with metals, so what happens? When it react with metal, it forms metal what? Salt and hydrogen gas evolve. Okay, and very एक experiment as given in your book कि when you add zinc में when you add uh, dilute sulfuric acid, okay, so zinc sulfate is formed and hydrogen gas is evolved. And how to prove that hydrogen gas is evolving? When you take candle, it's burn with pop sound. Pop sound is very famous because hydrogen gas helps in burning. Okay, and this is the it's catch fire. In NCRT said it catches fire with pop sound. Okay, fine. Okay, so because hydrogen doesn't burn itself, it helps in burning. Okay, now the reaction with the metal. Now there the other reaction with other is also react with the other metal. चूंकि मैंने I have not covered a lot of reaction in the chemical reaction chapter, so I'll see when magnesium react with HCl, it's formed magnesium chloride, and hydrogen gas is formed. Again, zinc will react with HCl. There is a purpose why I am writing here. The zinc chloride बनता है and क्या hydrogen gas पास होता है. Now third one, when Fe reacts with HCl, क्या होता है? Ferrous chloride, ferric chloride बनता है, hydrogen gas FeCl2, and but the turning is when copper reacts with HCl, it has no reaction. So exam में question आ सकता है कि out of which will the, so don't make the mistake कि यहाँ के H2O gas बना दी. Okay, so this react at the room temperature. Room temperature में ही ये react कर जाता है. Okay, now zinc is less reactive than magnesium. Okay, iron react slowly, no reaction, no reaction. Now ऐसा क्यों होता है? Why doesn't the copper doesn't react? Now if you remember, I have give you some hints of reactivity series in acid base salt में बताया था मैंने. Okay, so again I am writing the reactivity series for your convenience if you remember. Otherwise let me write it here so you will be able to know, remember. Okay, so potassium, calcium, sodium, magnesium, if you remember, if you help me out, aluminum, okay, zinc, ferrous, nickel, okay, 10 Pb, then hydrogen. Okay man, you're here. Copper, then Hg, then Ag, and then Au. Okay, so this is decreasing order of reactivity series. Now ये reactivity series है. Now you see magnesium ऊपर में है, so it is react with the potassium. Now this is the now zinc is after that, so it is zinc जो है इसके नीचे है, so it is below the magnesium, so it is less reactive reactive, less reactive, 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 then magnesium. Now iron is below that, so slow. Now see that copper is below the, so now copper cannot replace hydrogen. Okay, so that is the reason, because hydrogen is in the series is the higher than your copper. So now these three displaces hydrogen, so you can take these are as a displacement reaction. Okay, these are displacement reaction. Fine, sir. Okay, so I hope this is very much clear. Now second is what happened when acid reacts with whom? Reacts with metal carbonate. Metal carbonate. Okay, so it's reacts with metal carbonate. Okay, and metal hydro. Tell me if you remember, है ना? Hydrogen carbonate, हाँ? Hydrogen carbonate, इसको और भी क्या बोलते हैं? Bicarbonate. Okay, this is also known as bicarbonate. Okay, now when acid react with, so let's see acid, what happened when the acid react with metal carbonate, okay, or metal hydrogen carbonate, it forms salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. Okay, let's take an example. When sodium carbonate Na2CO3 reacts with acid, so reacts with sulfuric acid, what is formed? Sodium sulfate, hydrogen water and carbon dioxide. Okay, take another example, hydrogen carbonate wala. Take hydrogen carbonate, so hydrogen NaHCO3, when it react with hydrochloric acid, forms metal salt. So remember salt, okay, SO4C chlorine sulfate. Okay, so these are the something अगर आप बार बार भूल जा रहे हैं, if you are forgetting, so remember this one. Okay, and one very famous, I'm writing though the less time, when calcium carbonate, so what is it? It is the marble. इससे बहुत क्वेश्चन आते हैं, chalk और limestone, है ना, बहुत क्वेश्चन आता है इससे. You must. So these are, when these they react with hydrochloric acid, so what happened? It is calcium metal salt, H2O and carbon dioxide. Fine. So I hope it is clear to you. Okay, now next point is, that's very important. Okay, so conduction of electricity, है ना? Second characteristic is conduction of electricity. So conduction of electricity, so क्या इसका purpose है? We wanted to know whether acid is basically helpful in conducting electricity or not. So yes, it does. Remember, and how we proved it? If you remember, एक हमने लिया था, so इसमें एक ऑब्जेक्ट के ऊपर में नेल डाल दिए, and this is tied to and it is a bulb basically, and other one is tied to 6-volt battery. Okay, and this is tied to, okay, and moment acid is there, this glow, the bulb glow. So what is means अगर ऐसा होता है bulb glows means yes, acid conduct electricity. Fine. Okay, which indicate that the acid and water conduct. So you take a water, it's a dilute no? Dilute acid means what you in water you had added some concentrated acid and it's become dilute. Fine. So yes, it does that. Will I'm not getting to a lot of deeper one because I hope you have done it in your in the class. Okay, so this is only revision. Okay, so please mind it. Now the next is reaction with the base. Reaction with base. What is how the reaction with the base? Okay, so when acid react okay with base, it's form salt and water. When acid react with base, is form what is form? Is form salt and water. Okay, देख लेते हैं. Take any acid. I am taking HCl, base NOH, and ये क्या बनाता है? ये बनाता है salt, NaCl plus salt. Okay, हाँ? And इसमें basically this reaction is also known as neutralization reaction. So in case the question is asked out of which is a neutralization reaction, so remember this is the formula. Okay, acid plus base forms salt. So neutral हो जाता है, basic property खत्म हो जाती है, acid property खत्म हो जाती है, they all disappear, and what you found finally, you found the salt. Okay, correct? Okay, now the next character of acid is, now next is your reaction with metallic oxide. Okay, metallic oxide के साथ reaction देखते हैं. Okay, so metallic oxide, take any example. I am taking very important, which is always referred, quicklime. हर जगह NCERT class 10 में 9 में भी everywhere quicklime. So that is nothing but what is the calcium oxide, right? Okay, now when the calcium oxide reacts with water, with acid, okay, so it's form calcium CaCl2. I'm sorry, it was right but not visible, and water is formed. So what is the general formula? Metal oxide, okay, when react with acid, okay, so it forms salt plus water. This is the general formula. So अगर आपको जनरल फार्मूला याद है, if you remember it, these are very easy. Okay, यहाँ एक reaction है which is I thought I'll give you, and that experiment is there when copper oxide, it's a copper 2 oxide, okay, is a 2 oxide which is react with hydrochloric acid, which is aqueous, okay, so it form copper chloride, is again aqueous, okay, copper chloride, again I would say it is basically copper 2 chloride, okay, and the water is formed. Okay, this water is formed. So please note that copper 2 oxide is what? It is black in color. Okay, and this is bluish green. Okay, so आपको ये you must remember this color and the formula, because x y करके एक सवाल आ जाता है कि x react with the y form, if this is x which is black in color react with the acid forms y which is yellow in color, Yellow brings gas and water is formed. Please name A and B. So if you remember this reaction, you will be able to do it. Okay. Huh? I hope it is very much clear. And the last topic of this session is what? Milk of magnesia. That's very important. है ना? एसिड अभी खत्म नहीं हुआ. After that we'll continue acid में will discuss more about acids, okay, weak acids and all. So probably today only I'll take one session and finish it. Acid is going to take time, so 2-3 sessions please bear with me, 2-3 sessions लगेंगे. So I'll take one session today and then I'll cover, but I'll make sure that your revision is done of physics and chemistry. March तक everything will be, I'll do it, all the topics, okay, all the 5 chapters of physics and 5 chapters of chemistry, है ना. So acid base is the little bigger. Luckily you have chota this time carbon compound, so we'll cover that much only. Okay, now milk of magnesia क्या है ये, this topic is very important. Milk of magnesia. What is milk of magnesia? Okay, so basically it is magnesium hydroxide, है ना, MgOH whole twice, which is called magnesium hydroxide. And why this is important, in our chapter, है ना. So let's see what happened in magnesium oxide. It's react with HCl, hydrochloric acid, है ना. So what it formed? It formed magnesium chloride plus what? Okay, so this is milk of magnesia. ठीक है. So basically this is very useful in the case of indigestion. Okay, so basically when you eat very like spicy and oily food, okay, so stomach गड़बड़ हो जाता है and lot of gas is forming and all, then you take milk of magnesia, and that's basically this goes inside your stomach and then that react with this the acid, with excess acid which is getting formed because of the inappropriate food you have taken, and it's basically make what is made salt, and it neutralizes it and is converted to, and water is also produced. So I'm holding it for now. Okay, so we discuss what is acid, what is base, then we discuss the indicators, okay, natural indicator, olfactory indicators based on color, okay, some synthetic indicators, and we discussed in very detail about the characteristics of acid. Okay, I hope you like this session. I promise again I'll complete everything, but you have to promise, you have to work hard, make yourself proud, make your parents proud, make your school proud, and make the nation proud. Okay, work hard, you'll be successful. That's I've been saying, anybody who's working hard always be successful. Okay, keep watching, subscribe to me as our my channel. I'm running a lot of other, coming up with a lot of other courses and the videos, and that will be absolutely free of cost for everyone who want to learn. Let me know what else you want to learn. Okay, but this time I'm only focusing on 10th exams for all the friends, those who are appearing for 10th exam. Okay, thank you very much, keep watching and stay fit. Okay, God bless you.